Hello YouTube, Bald Man Building an Airplane here. Welcome back to the series. If you're new here, my name's Ryan. If you're not, well, you know. Today's video is wing structure number 11. This is where we'll be working on cleaning up the pieces that are about to attach to the rear spar. Primarily the root attach pieces that you see right in front of you here. They're big and beefy. That piece there, actually that's two pieces, one's for each wing. Those will be on the inboard side of the wing. They sort of attach to the rear spar going outward, and then the big hole that is in it is actually expanded a bit further, and that attaches to a point on the fuselage to, I don't want to say set the incidence of the wing, because the spar doesn't really bend or twist, but I mean, I guess it could possibly just a little bit. So this rear attach point, between the rear attach point that we're working on now and the front attach point that will be done through the fuel tank, those two pieces really guarantee the incidence of the wing is correct. Okay, wife came in. Yeah, so they guarantee the incidence of the wing is, and it doesn't tip up or down, and that both of them are sort of pointed in the same, have the same angle of attack relative to the fuselage or relative to each other. And then it's just going to be clecoing all the pieces on, and then I believe it's a final drill everything to the rear holes on the ribs. Yep. I'm just going to work our way down the rear spar here and do some final drilling. Which, I guess, I don't know, like, oh right, the rear spar wasn't final sized for some reason. The holes in the ribs were final sized for that attached to the rear spar, but the rear spar itself, the holes weren't final sized, which is interesting, I guess. I don't know. It's definitely a 14 rear spar. Anyway, then you have to countersink where the doublers are, because those don't get dimpled. The rear spar gets countersunk there. Or they're there as in each of the three places. Yeah, you're not going to dimple two pieces of metal with a skin on top. You could, but instead we countersink it. So, and after all of the final drilling of all the pieces, yeah, that big piece definitely wasn't final drilled to number 30 either, so I had to do that. We're going to deburr it all, and then I'm guessing in the next video it's time to get to work on assembly. Everything's ready to go. Yep. So we'll see you next time for the, if I'm reading this correctly, assembly of the rear spar onto the ribs. So we'll see you then.